All right, Squirm Squad, you ready to roll? Well, in that case, you take the low road, I'll take the high road.
And I'll be in Scotland for yeah.
Well sung, Private.
Oh wait, what's Scotland?
Scotland is... Huh, it's a good question.
You live right south of it. You should know.
Pedro, in world, in universe.
Oh well, technically there's no Scotland.
Dr. Duarte, we have no idea what the hell Scotland is.
In that case, there's no Scotland. This is Sarah. There's no Scotland.
Oh, I found some research. According to Dr. Duarte, it turns out that Scotland is a land full of people named Scots.
Well, this Dr. Duarte sounds like a bit of a quack.
Immediately after saying that, he was chased down by all the residents of said Scotland, and he hasn't been heard from since.
Well, here's hoping he made it out.
That sounds like a joke Highlander 2 would make.
I don't get it.
Pedro, if this were Highlander 2, there'd be bagpipe music everywhere, because how else can you tell it's Scotland?
That too, yeah.
Highlander 2, one of the few movies to ever get a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's like if a movie taking place in my country would have the Portuguese guitar playing non-stop. Like, it's just...
Or one that takes place in my country.
Or playing Fado.
Okay.
Honest question, guys. The Queen over and over.
Okay, honest question, guys. Which was the worst film choice for Sean Connery? Highlander 2 or The Avengers?
Highlander 2.
We're not... Okay. Sorry, Tio. You can't do the third option thing. Between the two of them, which was worse?
Highlander 2. I'll take Avengers any the fucking day of the week.
Tio?
I guess... Well, Highlander 2 is a role that was established before, so I guess the Avengers. Besides, he's more creepy in that.
Glibs?
Highlander 2 is a far worse movie.
Avengers, as bad as the scene was, it was kind of funny with the teddy bears. The most bad, funny Highlander 2 got was, some of the stereotypes or,
when Ramirez literally dies while bagpipes play to show that he's Scottish.
Or anytime...
Never mind the fact that he's supposed to be Egyptian.
Although actually, to be
or Spanish, maybe?
although in Highlander 2's favour, it has Michael Ironside, so...
There's that.
And John C. McGinley, who is a treasure.
Teo, I'm not Spanish, I'm Egyptian.
It's a katana.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say John Cena first.
The villain of Highlander 2 is called Katana. Because subtlety doesn't exist in our universe.
Seriously though, Tio, what the hell was Dr. Cock?
At the same time, but later on, he will also be a minor villain in The Rock, for some reason.
Seriously?
Yes. I don't remember if he gets killed by Nicolas Cage or
something
in that.
Check this out.
But one of the two. Oh.
Look at that. The locker rooms.
Oh boy, is Cole about to relive some of his old footballer days?
Let's see.
Ha!
So there you go. The Coltrane nickname came from back when he was a player.
It's as good a place as ever.
Yeah, you're right about the smells lingering forever.
Thanks, Baird.
But that's a sure does a great job with Baird.
Oh yeah, he does. I could see Baird being one of his favorite roles.
He's still playing the character to this day, so.
Oh, he's on locker.
Let's see. Oh, look at that.
Ah, yeah. I recognize that golden gray filter.
Oh no, now we're doomed.
Back in the glory days.
I did watch the Super Bowl and did give American football a shot, but the most recent Super Bowl. But The more entertaining parts were the bits in between where they were talking about the match.
You really like the commentary, don't you?
What the hell
Well,
is that thing?
Well, that's the thing, Joe. But we did.
Oh,
I think it's
cougar.
I think it's the mascot.
It's a cougar.
A puma.
Cougar.
We had the American commentators, but in between, when they do the in between stuff, every time there's a stoppage in play, we had our own presenters and pundits.
I mean,
I was watching on BBC One.
sometimes too, sports clubs will have some kind of mascot and animal of
Oh no,
sorts.
I know that it was just weird, but it was like this thing sticking out of the wall.
Oh yeah, it's a thing, you know.
See, the reason I love this is because it gives the moments where he goes full Coltrane a whole new meaning now.
He wore his football helmet even in battle.
All right,
Oh,
that's what
now
trip.
we're playing
There you
this
go.
on the
Let-
grass.
We're having a flashback in a flashback.
No,
Awesome.
no, this is still the same flashback. This is basically we're literally playing American football in this part. We're carrying. There you go. Let's bring it. Hey, okay. Oh, shit. All right, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Get out of my way.
Score up. Wait, hold on. Wait, so you're scoring a point for the Cougars. I can't tell if that's a metaphor or if this is how football is actually played these days.
You know, if this game were made in Britain, it'd be rugby. And in rugby, you have to wear that.
Global explosion.
In rugby, you don't have to wear that hindering armor, so that'd be an advantage.
So is this basically how the sport is played in this day and age, or was that all a metaphor?
Again, yeah, it's the classic super violent sport made in the future. Like it's hockey, but it has
Hell yeah.
exploding this.
Eagles in the national finals. Of course, them bitches didn't explode. Yeah.
Ah.
Still got it. Now let's go sweet talk the
Queen of the
Oh.
Bums.
Oh, I think I get it now. So we were basically playing in flashback as a representation for what he was doing in the present.
Exactly.
Okay, that works.
Again, I really wish the games were full of more of this stuff.
Damn it! Well, that changes our dinner plans.
Call to KR-70. Time to get us back to the ship.
KR-70 here. That's a negative, Cole. Got some serious Lambent shit on board Sovereign.
It's never easy. Oh yeah, that's right. This is around the time where the ship was getting attacked by those Lambent.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll come back to that. The whole point of this is to see what were things going on through Cole and Barrett's perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We'll come full circle eventually.
Those things left us alone until the cook showed up.
Man, our ship was in trouble and we're trying to get back fast. You got any transport we can borrow?
I literally just told you, you're pieces of shit, and you want me to transport you?
That's basically what she's saying to him, so yeah.
Oh, so what the fuck is that accent?
What the hell did he expect?
Well, can't fault the guy for trying. Maybe he thought she could find it deep down in her heart somewhere to see that, in reality, it's not all their fault. Obviously, that did not work out.
Man, is the cable car to the bridge still working?
Yeah, probably not.
Here's some free advice. Forget the bridge. They're stranded over there that you really don't want to mess with.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
Yeah,
stranded.
we're gonna go to the bridge, aren't we?
Fine, get yourself killed.
Well, it's not
do
like
wonder
well, it's not like we have much choice.
I do wonder what stranded means.
Well, let's see.
Stranded means that you're on your own in the middle of nowhere with nowhere else to go.
Very
Well,
good.
note, Dwibs, that stranded was capitalized, which means they may be talking about something else.
Or maybe death was stranded.
All right, let's get to the zip line.
Dwibs. You silly Billy. How do you strand death?
By hiding from the rain, apparently.
and using a baby as a battery. Preposterous.
well,
Next to-
well, remember, Joey, he wouldn't know because in the world of Death Stranding, the UK doesn't exist anymore because it got entirely wiped out by the rain. So.
Oh yeah, poor UK. Wait, hold on.
Only America exists, apparently.
Hold on. Oh wait, never mind, the UK. Okay then. For a moment I was about to say they
It took you out to figure it out.
No. It's like, well, for a moment I was about to say, but are they even a part of the UK? But then I remembered, no. Brexit was just about the UK leaving.
Gunker!
Oh snap!
Fortunately, there was a fuel tank there, and I know my shooters. If there's a fuel tank, shoot it for a big explosion.
Oh, that'll come in handy with the Resident Evil 3 remake.
Well, yeah. Well, that's just shooters in general. If you see a gas tank or fuel tank, you already know it's meant to be a bomb for you to use.
Hanging by a thread.
Both literally and figuratively.
Maybe we could zipline.
Well, it is a zip line, so I'm assuming so.
Technically, it's a cable meant for a cable car, but I get the feeling we're not going to use those as proposed.
Yeah, good thinking, Sam.
Whee!
This has been one of the, well, I don't know if you could call it one of the best reunions ever, but it's quite a hell of a trip down memory lane.
Yeah, the shot before made it look like they were nearly there, but now they're miles off.
Cliff is very variant with his direction whips.
Sure.
Gameplay story segregation.
It's still a bit off, though. I mean, considering how obvious it is.
That's why we have a trope called gameplay story segregation. It can be very jarring.
Yeah. In fact, that's one thing I will say is that it is nice to hear that while people might not like the 4th and 5th games, they also aren't blind to or at least don't choose to conveniently overlook some problems the other games have.
Oh no.
I feel to do that would be really unfair.
Oh, Drebs, remember, Drebs, of the 4 of us, I'm the one who's most critical of the original trilogy anyway, and I'm the one playing them. Trust me, like, I have my issues with even this one, I assure you, that's not at all the case. It's just that, and I will, hold on, let me just finish until they finish talking. Okay. And I will say again, if you take away all context, any kind of investment in the franchise, if you take away any kind of investment or context in the original from the original games, Gears 4 and Gears 5 are perfectly serviceable cover-based shooters. They're functional.
But there's a problem though. Notice the numbers in the titles here. Sequels. Kind of implies that it's part of something.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like, again, it's not like 4 and 5. Well, 5 was broken from what I've heard from people, from Gears fans. Apparently, when 5 first came out, even the campaign was buggy as hell. Fortunately, they fixed it. Fortunately, they fixed it since then. I didn't get to play that campaign because by the time I got it, it was already patched. So.
Oh, you are lucky, but I remember when it came out, there was a lot of videos about the problems.
So unfortunately, I cannot talk about the early 1.0 campaign, unfortunately. Only if I buy a physical copy and not patch it.
That was perfectly timed, Cole.
Well, if you want to go back to your shit, fire to web private and take care of your business there.
Well, at least he tried.
Yeah, in fact, that's the whole point of Gears of War. These guys just want to take a shit, but because of all the battles, they haven't been able to do so.
Well, look who's back. Back again. The Locust. Tell you.
At least they're not gonna explode, huh?
Hey,
it's like...
do you know what your goal is? Your life!
Oh, how about your life? We'll take that on the house. Blam blam.
Yeah, it boils down like this. It's kind of like Gears 5. Gears 5 on its current patched format at least, because I cannot speak for the original 1.0 buggy campaign because I never got a chance to play that. But as of right now, the Gears 5 campaign as a cover-based shooter is perfectly serviceable. However, the really weird choice to include phoned-in open world sections really shows that the franchise is going for kind of a franchise identity of series identity of sorts. Like, I fail to realize why Gears of War needs that, to be honest.
And I'll just say right now, the ending of Gears 5 is so confusing. Like, yeah, it's definitely a sign that they technically have plans for the future, but it feels so aimless in its direction. Like,
it's the new Star Wars trilogy.
And allow me to remind you that Rod Ferguson, the director of Gears 5, left the Coalition. So yeah, what now?
Wow, like Rod Ferguson was like their last big link to the old guard. So yeah.
Although if he wasn't doing a good job anyways,
of course,
is it really that much of a loss?
I agree with you, Dibs.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I get the feeling it's not just Rod. I get the feeling there's also a problem with the higher ups at Microsoft. I really get the feeling the Coalition is... I cannot prove any of this, mind you. This is just my theory. This is what my instincts are telling me. I get the feeling there's a lot of restrictions on what they can do nowadays compared to what they could do back... compared to what Epic Games did. Because...
admittedly, I can see why that may be the case. Like, sometimes restrictions can be good. And for all we know, those restrictions may have come up as a result of them kind of screwing the pooch with earlier stuff. Or hell, maybe the restrictions have finally come in just now, and that's why Rod Ferguson recently left.
I get that. Remember, Gears 5's gore is heavily... check out... you guys know Cat, right?
No.
No.
I'm guessing you do too?
Everyone's salvaging stuff.
I'm sorry, what?
Cat from YouTube.
No.
Basically, he's this guy. Okay, I'm guessing you saw the Mass Effect Andromeda 5 years plus $40 million, and this is the result thing where he showed all of the derpy faces from Mass Effect Andromeda. He was the one who made that video. He also made a video about how the gore in Gears 5 compared to the original trilogy is incredibly downgraded in terms of its detail and overall coolness, you know. So, and I get the feeling the reason the gore was downgraded and made a bit more cartoonish, if that makes any sense, is because probably the current executives at Microsoft don't want things a bit too... They want to, you know, casualize this a bit to attract more people outside of adults, maybe. That's my feeling, at least.
That begs the question, then. Why don't you make just a new IP that is like this, but with that... Well, doesn't Halo covers that function, though?
Actually, Tail, back when Bungie was making the games, Halo was also M-rated. Now it's T-rated.
Okay, keep in mind, my experience with Halo is only watching some cutscenes on YouTube, but I don't remember it involving blood and gore.
Okay. Here's the thing. Honestly, here's the thing, Pedro. When it comes to Halo, I'm going to give them a pass for making it T-rated because here's the thing about Halo. They were rated M, but when you actually played the games, they did not feel like M-rated games. Like, at worst, this were like maybe a damn or something. Like, you know, damn.
I guess.
So it's one of those things where you don't really... So it's one of those things that gets confusing, kind of like how I still don't understand why the original Raimi Spider-Man movie was rated PG-13, even though it doesn't really have anything all that really warrants that rating.
I can see why that was rated PG-13, like it has impalements and people literally decaying right before you. So there's that. I'll say it right now. The Spider-Man Raimi trilogy has more of a reason to be PG-13 than Halo had a reason to be M, which is sort of why they converted it to T. And
I wonder if it was because they wanted to restrain the multiplayer for adults only, like in order to avoid the problem that eventually raised up and having all those 12-year-olds, playing the game, and it basically ruined the experience for everyone else.
Some people chalk it up also to video gaming standards being different around then, where a lot of people were harsh. You know, it's ironic how, in a way, video game ratings are sort of a reverse of movie ratings. See, movie ratings used to be incredibly loose, to the point where you could have incredibly racy movies like Jaws or hell, Ghostbusters be just rated PG instead of PG-13 or R. Whereas games back then were a lot more conservative. Okay, except for stuff like Night Trap, but oh wait, that's right. Night Trap caused an entire court case because people were reacting.
Oh, remember, Jova, Night Trap was technically the de facto catalyst that
Alright,
created the SRB system. Anyway.
Alright,
That's
since I know nothing
part
about
of like-
since I know nothing about Halo, I'll take your word for it. That doesn't okay. So what's the explanation for the Gears though? I mean, Gears
When
is
it
still
comes
M-rated.
to-
Okay, to its credit, Gears is still M-rated.
That was about to say, like, I don't understand the dumbing down of Gears because either Halo is already an alternative, or Microsoft would simply just put another shooter just without the
gore.
gore, you know, in order to offer that alternative. I guess dumping Gears simplifies things in terms of costs, I
If I
suppose,
may.
but whatever, go on.
I'm gonna give the Microsoft execs the benefit of the doubt because when we chalk it down, there still is technically the gore in Gears of War 4 and 5. It's just that it's not as well rendered. I chalk this up more to a case like Dead Rising 4, where basically, yeah, the gore is there, but it's incredibly sloppy. Like, I chalk it up more to the studio just not actually putting in as much effort with the gore as Edge of Reality. As Epic.
Well, we do have an official explanation from the developers themselves. They said that implementing the old style gore would require more resources, and which they don't think it's worth spending those resources. It seems.
Yeah. So I'm okay. For as much as I will go after the Microsoft execs for, and trust me, they've given me a truckload of stuff, considering how they did in the 8th generation with the Xbox One. I'm gonna say that, you know, the toning down of violence and stuff lies more on the shoulders of the coalition than it does the executives, and mainly because the coalition did not put in as much work. You know, it's ironic, something that's on higher advanced tech but doesn't put in as much effort, so it feels lower budget.
I will say okay, but the basic way to sum it up is that on Gears 5 is technically a good game. It's just not a good Gears game. One particular problem that I have in particular is how the story is all about people dividing each other because of squabbles and rivalries and shit. When Gears, when Gears, as originally envisioned by Cliff Blazinski, is about humanity coming together to face a bigger threat. You know?
My god, so Gears 5 is officially the Final Fantasy 13 of the franchise. The party constantly splits up for arbitrary reasons, and we're left wondering, why do these characters actually like each other when they're constantly trying to get away from each other?
I guess you can kind of...
I mean, it just goes to show, though. I mean, this is a game that's... Okay, games like these, you want to host good narratives based off of your party here and there, because they'll be the ones... going about with you here and there. When you have that dynamic fall through the cracks, though, it becomes jarring, especially when you're constantly playing as a certain character here and there, so you're kind of in the thick of it.
Hey, Jova. Jova. Screw you! Screw your order! This is not about you, it's about me!
So is there a Julia Roberts standoff in Gears 4?
No, that's a line from Kate in Gears 5 where JD gives her an order and Kate literally goes, well, screw your order! This isn't about you, it's about me!
Let's just say, Theo, you ever seen...
Might need context.
Theo, you ever seen
to be fair, yeah, like Dwebs just said, yes, to be fair, it does kind of make sense in context. It's just that Dwebs, the first time we saw that cutscene was at E3 without any context, so it created a lot of controversy on the internet.
and I'll be quite honest, okay, Theo, you ever seen a bad Lindsay Lohan movie?
I don't think I ever saw a Lindsay Lohan movie.
Herbie fully
Wow,
loaded.
That's... Sorry?
Herbie fully loaded.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You never seen a Herbie movie? You know that talking...
No, Lohan was in that one.
Oh, Herbie, okay. Well, I guess I saw the more recent one when it came out. Did that Lindsay Lohan in it?
Yeah.
When you say more recent one, you must have been the one that was like 2003, right?
Yes,
That's the most recent
it
one.
is the most recent when it came out.
Let me check. Herbie Fully Loaded came out in 2005.
Oh, there you go then.
Only 2 years. But yeah, Lindsay Lohan was the star of that one, yes.
Oh, I guess then. I don't remember any particular quirks in her acting, and you also have to keep in mind that I watched her that in with the Italian dub, so I have no idea what her acting capabilities are. The other thing I remember is that a lot of people made jokes about anorexia tied to her.
Well, Lindsay Lohan was
Let's just
actually
say-
a good actress back when she was, fine. The problem is her personal choices were not the best. Let's just say.
Okay, dear. You're probably more familiar with Miley Cyrus, so think about it like that, ramped up to 11. Lindsay Lohan started off as a prominent child actor and stuff like The Parent Trap and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
She was in that?
yes, she's literally the twins in that one.
Oh, I didn't.
It was her first role, if I remember correctly, wasn't it?
I thought those were the Olsen twins.
And then her career really hit a stride in quite possibly her most famous movie, Mean Girls. Mind you, this was after Freaky Friday.
And I guess this is how Cole reunited with the
Exactly.
the others.
You were thinking of the Olsen twins in Full House, the 80s sitcom too.
I haven't seen Full House.
Oh, okay.
Basically, here's what happened. Her career kind of hit a snag when she made this psycho thriller known as...
I love that line.
Oh boy.
Putting it scientifically, we need to blow its brains out of its ass.
Known as what? Sorry, Tova?
I Know Who Killed Me. Basically, that is the movie that stole the record for most Razzies won from Battlefield Earth and Showgirls.
So what's your plan?
Until Jack and Jill took it in 2012.
Look, ladies, one way or another, we gotta help Sovereign. Or she's screwed and so are we.
Wow.
Got
some balls.
Yeah, I
No,
got.
but Carmine is the voice of reason.
I like that though.
Yeah.
The grubs must have plenty of ordnance here. You find it, I'll make it go bang.
Okay, sounds like a plan. 12% of a plan.
Okay.
Tickers.
Oh man, we were keeping those in storage.
But I guess I get what you mean, Van Jova.
Basically, after her big flop known as I Know Who Killed Me, it was basically a child actress trying to be more adult, and that kind of led to her being something of a train wreck. Now, mind you, she seems to be trying to get back up on her feet nowadays, but it's like I said during our commentary of Cyberbully. When you see a bad Lindsay Lohan movie, you know how it's gonna go. A sobbing, crying story about the poor girl who has to deal with this or that, and you want to feel sorry for her until you realize, my god, this movie is pretty terrible at getting me to like this girl, who kind of comes off more like a brat.
Yeah.
It's like I said, okay, Mean Girls? That was that stuff done well, and that was a comedy, mind you.
Alright, we're almost done. Yeah, let's go.
Come on. All is going according to plan.
Not really. We had to improvise on the spot.
All is going to improvise, Keikaku.
Fortunately, Theo, Baird is good with improvising on the spot.
Let's just kill the mortar.
So we're going to drop that stash of tickers like we saw from Marcus's perspective.
That enough DACA for you?
Jesus.
Thanks, Sam.
Good to know that these containers are mortar-proof.
Yes.
Yes. Alright, max ammo. Okay. So basically we have to get to the mortar people and take them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what the game said. Thank you, game.
Spiffy looking car.
There they are.
Peekaboo.
Ha. Sucks for you. I have the high ground.
Yep. That helps out. Alright.
Oh,
Yeah, just leave it one to call. Come on, Sam.
allow me.
Allow me to cut in.
Yeah. Alright, and now we have a mortar.
There was also a retro lancer. What was that?
Retro Lancer is a Lancer that doesn't have a saw.
Loading Locust boys.
Oh,
Basically, it's the game's way of using the guns to imply history to where once upon a time the Lancers did not have a saw that was added later, apparently.
Jesus.
So yeah, we're gonna have to use mortar to take down this thing. All right, let's go. Fuck. Let's try that again.
Got
Not
it
even-
just for the wind.
There we go.
Sure, they'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine.
Tickers, please.
Come on, bird.
We're looking. We're looking.
All right. Let's go back. Oh,
Thank you.
Thanks, ugly ass.
Yeah. That's just what we needed, actually.
not so much that though. Oh, he gave it back. Oh, how nice of him.
Any more of you puppies want some?
Oh shit.
You're sending me very mixed messages, dude. One minute you're helping us, next you're trying to kill us. Granted, you probably can't even hear me, but I like to make conversation in these trying times.
It's like Jessie in the Final Fantasy VII remake. It keeps her focused.
Nasher shotgun.
The Gnasher shotgun is basically just the shotgun of the series, basically.
The Nasha shotgun. That sounds like the name of some of those wrestlers who are only in the ring to lose to the bigger name star guy.
Uh-huh.
That's what that name sounds like to me.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey, bird, what happened to you?
Damn, Baird.
Did Bear just,
It
he
was
okay?
creeping through the floor and then teleported away.
No, guys, he apparated.
Baird, are you feeling alright?
Okay, Barrett.
Fortunately, he is now.
Yeah, great.
All right, so yeah.
If we hit the sweet spot, it'll be good night, Leviathan. Can they get it to move right beneath us? Marcus, while you
Pray to God nothing else bad happens before we make it over there.
You so need me.
That's what all married couples say,
So we
Baird.
can give it a headache.
Animals just love me. Stand by, Cole.
God, the bridge feels like it's on its last legs.
All right, let's drop those stickers.
Leviathan isn't helping.
Snipers!
Fucking snipers. You know what? Fuck it. Let's bum rush it. There we go.
There we go.
Maybe you can cut them down with their own weaponry.
Come on, let's yeah. There you go. Bike.
That's
Die,
that is
car!
very handy.
He hates cars.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was a good movie.
No, I meant
the first one was, but
actually-
the
he
sequels though, no.
He hates the vehicles.
What about the spin-off planes?
I never saw
right,
that.
there was a spin-off thing.
I never saw
Which had its
those.
own sequel.
Wait, Planes got a sequel?
Yes.
Sure, why
mean,
not? Sure.
People hated
Let me see what.
Planes.
Let me see what's the exact title.
I love this scene though.
Hold on, let me see.
He doesn't hate the movies. he hates the vehicles.
Whee!
There we go.
Hey, I thought you'd enjoy the witty irony of grub on blood.
Oh shit.
I love this upcoming zinger from Baird.
Jump for it! No point! We're so dead! Thanks suppose you want me to say I've always loved you.
Dickweed to
Hold on.
the end, aren't you?
I really, really don't.
Well, that's
Imagine having to die and the last thing you heard is the friend zone.
That's kind of. And don't worry, this is not a spoiler. That's one thing that I also keep in mind. This is a minor complaint. This doesn't ruin anything at all. There are far bigger problems. But hold on, I'll wait till the end of this cutscene.
Hey, we walked away in one piece. That's what counts, right?
Yeah, firing on all pistons, baby. Marcus, you okay? Dom, speak to me. Where are y'all?
Look sharp, people. That's not search and rescue.
Oh boy.
Oh, great.
Maybe search and destroy.
We gotta get to the
Yeah.
Destroy.
It's a Brumac, so we better steer clear of it. But yeah, like I was. Oh, hold on. Is this the part where we even find Marcus? I don't even. Let me see. Oh no, never mind. It's another section. Yeah.
Second game.
Yeah. Like I was saying. That's one. Don't worry. Saying this doesn't spoil anything. This is literally just a minor little gag scene that doesn't anything to do with the story itself of the game. Like that's one minor problem I do have with the Gears 4 storyline is that it's revealed by the time Gears 4 is happening that Baird and Sam are actually now together as a couple. Because I wish they didn't do that because it kind of takes away from that joke. To be honest, I mean, I kind of wish they would have committed.
Unless it's ironic foreshadowing.
I guess, but I don't know. The first time I saw this scene, I kind of saw it as a nice little subversion of the whole "I've always loved you" cliche. You know, if it
didn't Baird try to flirt with her before in banter?
No, it was more Sam who did it. Bear was just annoyed.
This one Bear did try to flirt with her.
No, Bear was just annoyed by her.
Okay, so we are now sunken down to the bottom depths of the level. We cannot get in contact with our friends, but guys, I'm sure it's gonna be a-okay from here.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep. Definitely. What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know, it could turn out Bubsy was the one behind it all.
Yeah, Bubsy is the creator of the Locust.
Bubsy couldn't defeat Sonic's Twitter account. What hope does he have of beating these guys?
Don't worry, Tail.
That's why he's doomed to fail.
Don't worry, Tail.
Yes,
Don't worry, Tail. We'll address that in Gears 5.
And then we'll see how Bubsy became the
So
leader
you're telling me
of the
that
Locust after
by the end of the
defeating
original
Wolves.
trilogy we didn't knew who created the Locust?
No.
Well, technically-
Gears 2. Well, remember, Joe. Sorry, Tail. Gears 2 with the Niles part, they kind of hinted that maybe that's how it is with human experiments were involved. They just didn't give us specifics, but yeah, they will give us those specifics in Gears 5. Yeah.
Although, okay, I'll put it like this. You could inferentially put it together by Gears 3. It's just Gears of 5 blatantly states it, pretty much.
Okay.
Basically,
Like, okay, I mean, technically, you could probably come to that conclusion without seeing Gears 5, because by the end of
Well,
Gears
Joe,
3...
in that case I should see then.
Yeah, we'll see. So, Pedro, where are we off to next?
Well, we're trying to find Marcus since they probably
And
went.
a way out of this.
Where the hell are Marcus and Dom? Let's see.
Hopefully not dead and lost out to sea.
Come on, Marcus. Marcus was in the cover of the game. Clearly, he didn't die at the end of Chapter 2. Come on. Or Act 1. Sorry, Act 1.
It's like lightning in Final Fantasy 13 too. You will got to play only for the prologue, and then for the rest of the game you play something completely different.
Yeah, people really seem to hate that about
But Theo, that is technically incorrect because you have a DLC episode with her.
That came after. No, what I'm talking about, I actually knew about how the game would have been structured because I followed the interviews leading up to it. But here's the thing, Java. I normally don't care But the game advertises that with the cover. This is a keep that I think. This is a thing that I keep hammering on with video game covers, especially when it comes to Final Fantasy. That's why I love the minimalistic style of having just the logo on a background, because that tells everything and doesn't lie to you.
Hey, Marcus, Tom!
Okay.
Come on, Santiago. Breathe.
Over dramatic much, Sam?
Oh God.
That's the thing too. Sam is revealed to at this point having a crush on Dom.
Case. Respond.
Oh boy.
That's another.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with Jace near the ship.
No, don't worry. There will not be a love triangle of any sorts if that's what you're thinking.
Not just that, I'm pretty sure Dom is not interested.
Yeah.
Not really. No.
Prescott's back. Michael says
Nobody
Dad,
wants
my
to,
father's
you know,
alive.
compete with a dead wife.
Anya, we're coming to get you.
There's a lot more wounded coming ashore too, Marcus. We need someone to help out at the lifeboats. They're beached just north of the ship.
You got it. Sam and Carmine are on their way.
Yeah.
Hey,
Shush away the
now-
new characters. Let's have the classic team together. Come on.
Not just that. We have the classic team together, but we still have Sam, and soon Anya will be joining us in a
boy.
There you go.
He got a few big guys.
For you.
All right, everybody.
Deal with them in the next part.
Yeah. See ya.
Alright, see ya.
Yeah.